Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Chiefs going up against the Chargers. They're getting close to kickoff in America's finest city, San Diego. So let's head out west and check in with our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Diego Chargers.
Double tight.
Hey, check 26.
Jim.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. Latavius Murray, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tight ends on the Lucy.
Ohio. Flex round.
Alert 3. Come on, baby. Get on your feet.
Come on, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Yes, sir.
The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas, their tight end, a 2nd-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a 1st-round grade on him. He's the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Surveying the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here comes Kansas City. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Tight end right.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 58.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Tight left, tight left. Odd. 3 down, 3 down. Odd.
Blue 58.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Hey. You got
Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to run zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Man left.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, it's Murray. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Rodgers going to throw. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale that time. And now it's 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And if name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback, or pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
Here we go.
Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Ohio, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Watch the twist.
Flex round.
Switch.
Flex round.
Switch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 12. Good enough for a San Diego first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a San Diego first down. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting through. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Big stop.
Ohio.
Slam.
Here we go.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's go, defense. Hey, kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Blue 58.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Blue 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. Now 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now San Diego getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man on the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. Good enough for a San Diego first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Come on, let's go!
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
94 is the mic.
They're running it out of the gun. Fighting it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Marshawn Coppridge. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
319. 319.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. So the defense is put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Murray the lone setback.
Switch gears.
319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They're running now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's go. Red 38. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Fresno.
Here we go. White 90. Ohio. Ohio.
Check 37.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left.
Come on, let's go.
3 down, 3 down. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Ohio.
Wide.
Ohio.
Watch the
Ohio. Here we
Check,
go.
55.
Ohio. Ohio.
Take motion.
Ohio.
Big
Ohio.
edge.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
Check 25.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so...
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flex round.
And a give this time to the tailback. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Two tights.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
No. 319. Okay, over here.
Check.
26.
He's coming.
Murray the lone safety. They'll get the football here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, what would these guys do without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
Hey, check 20.
Check 30.
No. 319.
They go with Murray again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They come out here in the eye. And they're on him here. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Watch left.
Another pistol look here.
Watch the curl.
319.
95's the sand. No,
Hold.
check.
319.
Throwing his Rodgers on third down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
319. 630. 319.
And they'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Hey, watch 12. Single.
Murray the lone side back. Now it's Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah. I like that. The analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just didn't use it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go. Tight right.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Let's go. Red 38.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
Ohio.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Ohio.
Jam.
They'll let him now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Tight ends on the loosey.
Ohio. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Hey, check right. Watch 55.
Flex round.
Check 99.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Here we go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Red Flex round. Flex round.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go.
Ohio.
Ohio. Come on,
Get
let's
right,
go.
baby.
White.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but it's going to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Murray, the lone setback.
Check 53's Mike.
They're going to give it to him running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
319. Okay, over here.
It's a safety creep.
Hey, check 26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down is Rodgers. He's got time. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Let's get this ball back to the
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Trouble right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex
Another
round!
pistol
Flex
look
round!
here.
Watch the twist.
Flex round!
Switch.
Flex round!
Switch.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Yeah, baby.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the wideout in motion.
Hold.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look for Allen now. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for San Diego. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helping out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
319!
Rush in.
That was second down run for Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Hey.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run here. It's Murray. A strong running. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He's tight on the right. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
I got him.
319.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Slam.
Let's go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Come on, switch it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
319.
35 is mine.
Zoom.
Shift.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on the big offensive line.
It's Murray. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. He's checking.
First and goal from the 8. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Heavy. 36.
319.
Come on, dude.
Rodgers will throw for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Two times.
Flex round. Flex round.
SOS.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Sack, baby!
Time for a break.
Good job.
We're back to finish this one off after this.
Watch 35. Watch 35.
Ohio!
Joker,
Ohio!
Joker,
Let's go!
Joker.
Red 38! Flex round!
Check,
Flex
check,
round!
check, check.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
Flex
Switch,
round!
switch, switch.
Flex round!
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short,
Here we
though,
go!
with that
Red
marker.
38!
94.
Red
The
38!
wide receiver moving to a new
check,
spot.
check.
Shift.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And quickly, they get to the line. Boy, that's some kind of effort when he caught it. I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Back.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Action fake. They look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Here we go!
He's getting
Red
the ball.
38!
He's getting the ball.
Red 38! Flex round! Here we go!
Switch, switch, switch.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetic to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your
Hey,
team
we
know you're going to
got
battle
four,
all
got
the way.
four.
And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle, that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
A road win in the National Football